How is Toronto?
Toronto is fantastic. It would be better if you were there to come visit us.
Ah, well, thank you. Is it very cold yet?
It's getting there. It's like New York, same kind
but
of
you have
weather.
these underground...
We do. We have a whole world underneath our
Yes,
streets.
Good protection.
Excellent protection. What can I tell you, Mr. von Sydow? My goodness, you did such an extraordinary job in this movie. I wanted to know when you first got the material, what was your initial reaction to it?
Well, I was extremely, profoundly moved. And then when I heard that Stephen Dollar was going to direct it, whom I had admired, I was very pleased and said yes immediately. And also the fact that the renter is a silent character also made it more interesting to me. But I mean, it is a story about the 9/11, and it's a story about somebody who chooses a therapy to come over the trauma, the shock, and does it without knowing that it is a therapy, but it works. It works, and it's a wonderful story also about a relationship between a father and a son.
Absolutely, yes. I want to ask you in terms of, let's talk about doing a silent character. I don't even know how you ended up getting through it, because everything was obviously in the expression in your eyes and your face, your everything. To me, it spoke louder than words. How do you take on a character like that, and where do you go?
Well, I didn't do anything. I probably didn't do anything different from the same part speaking. I just didn't speak. I mean, it's the same ideas or the same purpose every time. And what I want to do is show what the character in that moment wants to do, not what he feels. That comes afterwards. So that comes automatically when I know what I, as the character, want to do. Mm-hmm. And also how you react to what is around you and to the people. Mm-hmm. So it's not very different from, I wouldn't say it's different at all. It's just the fact that I don't have my voice.
Is it a relief for you not to have to learn any lines?
Yes. Well, my memory is getting very bad. So a lot of work spared, yes.
Please. You've got to tell me about your first impressions of young Thomas Horn. This kid is extraordinary.
He's extraordinary, yes. Yes.
Tell me about working with him.
No, it was a pleasure, because he was very well prepared, and of course he's a very intelligent young man. And it was never any reason to come to say, come here, young man, I'll tell you what to do. No, he knew what to do. And he knew what the character of Oskar was thinking and feeling. And he did it, he showed it. And he had, for example, a long monologue. When I saw it, I thought, I talked to Stephen and said, how are you going to do this? Because he can't do this. At one, yes, he will do that. And he did. He did it, and he did it again and again. Long, like it was 8 minutes or something like that. And not slowly, very intensely delivered. And he is remarkable.
Was there anything that you did special with him to create a bond?
No, I don't think so. I just, we just communicated. Yeah. And I think the bond came automatically.
It so did, sir. It was so wonderful to watch the two of you together. This movie, I was telling everybody, you just need a box of Kleenex. You just feel so cathartic after seeing it, but it's so emotional. Yes. Was there ever a movie that you just sat in a theater, do you remember, and just cried and cried? Something that really impacted you?
That I was in? Or
no, either way.
Well, I'm sure there was. I don't remember now. But it very rarely happens that I'm moved by a script, and this time I was. I was in a film a few years ago, and I had one day of shooting. I had 2 little scenes in it, but it was written with a very well written, also very moving story about a man who had lost his ability to communicate. Really, he was totally paralyzed. The only thing he could do was to blink, and he spoke through blinking, and there were people who had patience enough to communicate him through that, and I was this poor man's father, and that script moved me also profoundly.
I remember seeing that movie at the Toronto Film Festival, Diving Bell and the Butterfly,
Yes,
correct?
that's
Another amazing performance. Well, I just want to congratulate you on this. I think we're going to see you at the Oscars in March, so congratulations to you, and
Thank you.
such a pleasure to have a chance to talk to you. Thank you so much.